guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Megan with the Relationship Psychics, and this is Magic with Megan. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a topic that I not only personally love, but one that I tend to get a lot of questions on. We're going to be discussing all things soulmates. We'll talk about not only what a soulmate actually is, but what are the top 10 signs that you've found yours. But before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you're interested in things like horoscopes, relationships, spirituality, magic, and more. And hit the notification bell as well, so that way you'll be the first to know when we upload a brand new video. All right, so let's talk about soulmates. Maybe you're a romantic like me, and when you hear the word soulmates, you think of things like fairy tales or classic romances, or maybe you even think of The Notebook.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
I mean, there are just so many different related terms and concepts that it's really easy to get confused. For example, a question that I often get is a soulmate the same thing as your true love or your twin flame? Does a soulmate have to be romantic, and can you have more than one? Do you always end up with your soulmate? Don't worry, I'm gonna break down these questions and get into what a soulmate actually is so things can become a little bit more clear. So a soulmate is, by definition, someone who is destined to be in your life by something greater, whether you call that God or the universe, or maybe even fate. You have a very deep connection that is rooted essentially within your souls. So basically, a soulmate is someone that you connect with instantly and deeply, someone who loves you despite your flaws and past mistakes, and someone who brings out the best version of yourself possible. Now that we better understand what a soulmate actually is, one question that I often get is, can you have more than one soulmate? Yes, you can have multiple soulmates in your lifetime. This is one of the main differences between a soulmate and a twin flame, where as a twin flame, you can only have one. If you want to hear more about twin flames, definitely make sure to check out my video where I go into all the details of why a twin flame is different than a soulmate. Okay, so another really common question that I tend to get is if a soulmate always has to be someone who's romantic. It actually really tends to surprise people when I tell them that no, a soulmate does not have to be romantic and can be completely platonic. As long as that deep and personal connection is there, a soulmate can even be a friend. Oh, and this question I tend to get a lot too. Will I end up with my soulmate? The truth is that although soulmates do tend to end up together, it's not always in the time or the way that we expect it to be. For example, sometimes there'll be circumstances such as long distances or just bad timing that will prevent you from being with your soulmate. So now that you have a better idea of what a soulmate actually is, let's talk about the top 10 signs that indicate that you found your soulmate. Oh, and also make sure to comment down below if you yourself have personally experienced any of these signs, because I'm really curious and I would love to know. Okay, so sign number 1 that you found your soulmate is you feel a sense of calm when you're with them. And by sense of calm, I don't mean that you never get butterflies or feel excited around them, which is very normal, especially in the beginning of relationships. What I mean more by this is that you feel kind of a calming energy around them. You feel kind of at ease and almost content whenever you're with them. It's like, despite the challenges that you may be facing in your life at that moment, you know deep inside that everything is going to be okay. And that's kind of how it feels when you meet your soulmate. You're going to feel this calm, soothing energy. So if you have experienced this, there's a good chance that you could have possibly met your soulmate. Sign number 2 is when you first meet them, it feels like you've known them forever. It's like the two of you guys just click right away, and you can already talk for hours and hours. It feels like you've known each other for years. This is due to the deep soul level connection that the two of you share. That is hard to even put into words, but again, it often manifests itself by really making you feel like you've known this person or met this person before, like an old friend. Sometimes you'll even be able to recognize them. And this actually makes me think of this one service we offer, which is our team of psychics will actually draw your soulmate for you. And it's amazing how many of our clients come back and tell us that the picture looked exactly like the soulmate that they ended up with. Or it was someone that was already in their life, and when we brought it to their attention, they realized and really were able to cultivate that soulmate connection. So I just think that that is amazing. And if you are interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description box below. Okay, so sign number 3 is that you're able to empathize with their emotions and feelings. Let's say, for example, that they didn't get the dream job that they always wanted. You will feel just as crushed. This again goes back to that deep level soul connection you share with this person, that you can literally feel their pain. The two of you are in essence one. This also applies to when something great happens for them. Say they just got a promotion at work. You feel just as much pride and joy and excitement as if you yourself got that promotion. This is a really good sign that you might be soulmates with someone. Sign number 4 is just like the phrase that opposites attract. This is true, and especially true when it comes to soulmates. Soulmates often help balance out each other, so they might have different characteristics or upbringings than their partner does. For example, say that you are very spontaneous and love to do things on the fly. Your soulmate, on the other hand, will be a little bit more reserved and into planning things in advance. The two of you balance each other out and complete each other, kind of forming like one whole person. You'll push each other to do the things that might feel uncomfortable for you at first, but this will help you grow. These differences will not tear you apart. The important thing is that they will bring you together. Sign number 5 is you have intense chemistry with them. Now, chemistry is the energy between two people that can often really signify soulmate connections. You often know pretty early on too whether you have chemistry with someone or whether you don't. Chemistry is one of those things that's almost hard to put into words. It's far more than just physical attraction. It can often be, at least in my experience, seen through just a simple thing as a quick glance or just a touch, which will almost feel kind of electric. Sign number 6 is that they challenge you to grow and be the best possible version of yourself. You may be comfortable with this person, but too much comfort can oftentimes be a bad thing. Your soulmate will bring out the best in you. They will challenge you to reach your full potential in life and to meet your goals. You will motivate each other to do the best you can because you know their potential and you want to bring that out. This goes back to the whole destiny thing we talked about. See, this person was put there for a purpose, to guide you and to help you grow along your life path. Sometimes with soulmates too, I often find a sign is that you'll be more willing to do things that you wouldn't normally feel comfortable doing. For example, let's say that they are a little bit more adventurous and they have you go skydiving with them. It's something maybe you would never consider, but when it's your soulmate, you often feel more compelled to do these things and to really push yourself. And this helps you grow as a person. They'll often bring out your strengths and your other personality traits and things that you didn't even know you were capable of doing. So sign number 7 is that you are going to accept them, flaws and all. Your love for them will be unconditional. You will love all of them, even the parts that they don't love about themselves. Maybe it's something that most people can't stand about this person, but for you, you love them so much that you see past it and you accept them, all of them, unconditionally.
I love all of you. Even the parts that you believe are too dark and too shameful. Every scar, every flaw, every imperfection. I love you.
Sign 8 is that time will fly whenever you're with them. You can spend hours and hours with this person and it will feel like no time has even passed because you guys are so deeply connected that it just doesn't feel like a burden. Soulmates literally defy space and time itself. So that's why time will literally slip past the two of you because you again are so comfortable and connected. So just like they say, time flies when you're having fun, time also flies when you meet your soulmate. Sign 9 is that you guys are like best friends. I find this one very sweet and also very true. I mean, just think of when Harry met Sally.
What I'm saying is, and this is not a come on in any way, shape, or form, is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
There's nothing better than being able to laugh and joke and tease someone and just have that connection. When you're with your soulmate, they're often probably going to be just like your best friend. And a best friend is always there when you need them and knows you better than anyone else in the world. And last but not least is sign number 10, which is you just know. Now you might be saying, hey Megan, that's really obvious and kind of dumb. But the thing is our intuition is so strong and it is something we really need to trust. If you feel deep within your heart and your soul that someone is your soulmate, there's a good chance that they actually are your soulmate. It's so important to trust your gut, especially when considering things like soulmates. Because again, your soul and your gut and your intuition will help be able to guide you on the path to illumination and to find that ultimate answer. All right, so if you've experienced multiple of these signs, there's a good chance that you could have met your soulmate. If you have, definitely, again, make sure to comment below because I would love to hear your guys' stories or your own experiences too. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It will help not only us, but it will also let us know what kind of content you guys enjoy so we can make more of that in the future. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out our website, Instagram, and all of that fun stuff in the description box below. We offer a ton of amazing psychic services that I think you guys will really enjoy. So definitely make sure to check that out. All right, so that is it for today's Magic with Megan. It was such a blessing being able to talk to you all today, and I'm really excited to see you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.